Hey, what's up YouTube? We're back again here with another tutorial. As you can see, we're doing a B6 type of tutorial, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, show some love to the channel so that the algorithm begins to work in my favor and I can keep making these videos for you guys. So let's go ahead and hop into FL Studio and get started and see how to make a B6 type beat, man. All right, so we're in FL Studio. This is the let's go ahead and kind of mute some of these sounds so get started. And as always, like I always do, if you want to see the full breakdown of the entire beat and of its entirety, sounds and everything, all the extra sauce, stick around to the end and I will go over all of that. So let's go ahead and hop into the first sound. So here's the first sound that I made, right? So let's go ahead and turn this on pattern mode. And this is the first pattern that I made. All right. Then we're gonna go to the second sound, which that first sound is like an ARP, kind of very melodic, very kind of, kind of weird sounding. That's the key thing to his kind of beats, or like making beats that are a little bit kind of weird in the, as far as the melody goes. All right, so we're gonna add those two together now. Let's go to this next sound. This is a synth that I put together, so here's that synth pattern. As you can see with that synth pattern, I just copied and pasted one of the other patterns here and continued on with that. So let's throw all three together. All right, and then let's go to the fourth sound. And again, with his melodies, like the from the beats that he picks, it's all about like making simple type of patterns that sound kind of weird but dark and eerie at the same time. But that weird type of vibe is kind of what he goes for. So let's throw those sounds together. All right, and then we're gonna go to the fifth and final sound. So with that fifth sound, I kind of piggybacked off of the original melody a little bit, just switched it up, and obviously picked a different type of sound that fits that vibe. So here's that loop and that pattern all together. All right, and so now we're gonna head over to the drum. All right, guys, so we're gonna hop into the drum. So before I go ahead and get started, if you haven't already, man, follow, give the video a like, give it a comment, give it some positive feedback so I can keep making these videos for you guys in these tutorials and pumping them out more and more. So yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into the drum. So with these B6 drums, usually they're kind of aggressive and pretty simple at the same time. So that's kind of what I went for. So I just made some simple but yet aggressive drums, and I didn't want to add too many different sounds because he doesn't have a lot of sounds in his a lot of his beats. I noticed that he doesn't have a lot of sounds in the beats, and they're typically pretty aggressive and rather simple. But then he'll go and rap, and his bars will be a lot more elaborate than what the beat is, which is I think is kind of a nice little yin and yang, I guess, type of deal with that. And then not to mention that I noticed on his vocals, lots of times his vocals are even dry. He'll have like just regular dry vocals, no reverb, no not too much delay. And sometimes he won't even do ad libs on certain songs, and then certain songs he will. So I noticed the key to his sound is to just kind of keep things simple. So here's the drums for that. So I noticed with the key to his sound is trying to keep things simple. So here's the drums for that. So let's turn one of these off. Second 808, here's that one. Okay, so let's turn everything back on, and then now we're going to hop into the song mode over here, and we're going to take a listen to the beat, and let's go ahead and check that beat out. All right, so this is it, everything laid out. So let's go ahead and take a play. And I appreciate you guys that are sticking around to watch the full video and the full, start to finish of the tutorial. And I go over all the extra sauce that's coming up next. So you guys that stick around for that, I appreciate you. I appreciate the love and support that you guys show. And the guys that, kind of finish up at midway through the video, I appreciate you guys' love and support as well. So we're going to hop back into FL Studio. I'm going to let this beat play. And those of you that want to head on out. And I appreciate your love and support. Leave a comment in the comment section and go ahead and drop a like on the video on the way out. And those that want to stick around and stay and get the extra sauce, I appreciate you guys sticking around. And, as always, we will go through that stuff. So let's go ahead and hop into this beat and see what this sounds like. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys sticking around stick around for the rest of this video. And as always, we're going to go through the whole full breakdown for that. And let's go ahead and hop on into it. So this is what I got for the first sound. So that first sound was in ARP, and that ARP was in expand. So here's the breakdown to that. As you can see, nothing too crazy, very simple, nothing wild at all. Then we've got the next sound is a pad, right? Also in expand, the bigger story, hence the name, bigger picture, right? Here's that breakdown into that. There we go. Let's go ahead and solo these out so you can hear them playing together. All right, and we'll go through everything. as you can see, guys, man, it's nothing too elaborate, nothing too crazy. The thing with these B6 beats are just making the beats kind of, the melodies kind of weird, kind of ambient sounding, just kind of having a weird and picking weird sounds, and then making things a little bit simple, but to where when you put them together, it sounds a little bit more complex than it actually is. And just using out of the ordinary sounds and whatnot can help too. And things that you wouldn't ordinarily use for a particular sound, for a particular purpose. Like, just go back and listen to a lot of his beats. Like, he uses a lot of his producers will use like a tom for their clap instead of a like an actual clap or a snare or something like that. They'll use the little tom sound, which I think is pretty interesting. A lot of his beat choices and selection and sounds are very similar to Slimecito. So if you go and listen to Slimecito's sound beat selection and B6's beat selection, I think they're very similar in the sound, but their styles are very opposite to each other, but they're both equally as aggressive and dark sounding. So I don't know, I really like B6. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff here lately and whatnot, so you know, this kind of mix sounds like a B6 style beat to me, in my opinion. And that's really it, man. As long as you're kind of picking the right sounds and moving in that type of direction of what you're trying to create, and just picking out the little pieces that make the sound that makes it, you know what I mean? Like picking out those right sounds, you should be able to kind of throw something together. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Follow, like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, follow me on all my social media. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. And that's really it, man. That's all I got for you guys. And we'll be back next week with another cook-up tutorial, engineering something, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And, yeah, so we'll be back next week. Peace.